Hi, I'm Jeff Gamet for the Mac Observer, and I'm at Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference and AltConf 2018 in San Jose. I'm with Don McAllister from ScreenCast Online. Don.
Hi, Jeff.
It is so great to get to be not just on screen with you, but on screen in the same place for once.
It doesn't happen that often, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It's been a while, so it's always good to get together.
Good. So I wanted to sit down with you for a couple of minutes and talk a little bit about ScreenCast Online, because for all the discussions we've had, that's never been one of them.
True, yeah. And that's the reason why I'm here, and it's my reason for existence at the moment. So well, for those people who don't know, Screencast Online is a video tutorial service. We've been running since 2006, I think it was. It actually started in 2005, but it was just a hobby then. It was a podcast, and I converted it into my full-time occupation in 2006. So, it's been running for 11, 12 years now. It's a membership system, so you can go along to the website. We provide video tutorials to all our members. Normally 2 a week, a tip video and then a full-length video covering all sorts of different topics. But, obviously mainly to do with Apple-related software applications and services.
Okay, awesome. And so why do you want to be here at Developer Conference and AltConf?
Right, okay. Yeah, well, there's several reasons, really. Although we distribute videos, we do have our own applications as well. So we've got like an Apple TV app and an iOS app for members, so they can download content. They can bookmark.
Wait, I'm going to
stuff.
back you up for a second. I'm totally interrupting you.
That's okay.
You said Apple TV app.
Yeah.
So with the whole Screencast Online thing, I love the whole video training format for apps and all different types of topics.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was an Apple TV app, so I can sit on my couch.
Yes.
And learn how to use my Mac.
Yes, it's really, really popular. It's a great way to watch a screencast because it's the big screen experience. All the chapters are supported. We've got subtitles in there as well if people want to, having the subtitles up. We've had that now for probably about 2 years, I think. So we had the iOS app first. And then I don't personally develop them, I'm not that talented, but we have a great guy called Simon Wolf who develops our apps for us. And so we've been sort of incrementally building on the functionality within the members' apps. Because the website's great, you can still view all the content on the website, but people are more mobile now, people are going on planes and stuff, they want to download the content to their mobile device and watch it. So they can do that with the iOS app. And then the Apple TV app is for when they get home, they can watch it on the big screen TV. And we've just introduced a new version which includes syncing between the platforms. So you can start watching it on your iOS device, stop 20 minutes in, go to Apple TV and it'll carry on from that place. And then it's a great little way of actually consuming the content. So I've got that interest. So although I don't develop the apps, I get involved heavily with the testing and the bundling and submitting to Apple and using Xcode a little bit, just to find my way around the app and make a few rudimentary changes when Simon lets me. So that's that. I find that whole area fascinating. So there's that aspect, the technical aspect of submitting apps to the App Store, but also because we train on Apple apps, and especially third-party apps. There's not many services really that cover third-party software, like 1Password, and things, and Ulysses, all the different really top-class third-party apps we follow and we create tutorials on. So it's great to actually come here and meet the developers, because obviously we've got relationships with some of the developers going back years. But like the new developers that have been out since I last went to WWDC, I've not met. So lots of introductions there and saying hello to them and seeing where they're going with the different products as well.
So in that sense, AltConf and WWDC are like a high-powered interfacing event.
Yeah, it is a bit of a networking event.
Event.
Yeah, it's a technical event plus a networking event, and you meet so many different interesting people as well. Just on a personal level and a social level. You meet some great people that you might meet anywhere else. You get their backstory of where they come from and how they've developed their apps. AltConf was great today because they had a great panel on subscription models, which is a really hot topic. And they had like 5 people who are all parts of companies that have introduced subscription models, and they gave their sort of the backstory as to how they introduced them, why they introduced them, what they found the best model, things like that. And that's just fascinating to me to understand the industry and to understand how apps are moving in what direction. So yeah, so there are many different reasons for me to be here, even though I'm not strictly a technical developer.
Well, is there anything that you've seen in any of the presentations in the keynote that was a real standout moment for you?
I found the keynote to be quite solid. I was a little disappointed in the iOS, although there's some good. I think the whole. I think that they played a very clever move whereby they're being a bit conscientious of how people are using devices. Because I think that's always been a criticism of mobile devices, that they are taking over people's lives and people are getting a little bit too distracted with iOS devices, mobile phones and iPads, etc. So I think the inclusion of that suite of apps to monitor how you use your phone or your iPad, I think is a really a good move on Apple's part. So that sort of stood out. I'm still a little bit disappointed they didn't go a bit further in the usability of an iPad, because I'm a great fan of the iPad and the iPhone. I use it all the time, but I still find there's a barrier to me using it as my sort of primary computer.
Sure.
And I think that's due to just the interaction model that's on the iPad. I did hope they might sort of expand on that a bit more. We've seen in recent keynotes how they brought in multitasking and changed multitasking and drag and drop and stuff like that. Didn't really see much of that today, or yesterday rather. But I think there was just so much they couldn't cram everything in. I'm sure when we start to use the betas, we'll find some extra pieces or different ways of using it now. I've already seen some people discovering things and tweeting out that they can, swipe gestures are slightly different. And so yeah, I thought the Mac presentation was great. I think they've done some great work on Mac OS. So I'm really looking forward to having a play with that. The dark mode's nice, but I just think they seem to. They haven't gone overboard on new features. They seem to, again, they want to get performance in place. And so I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. And Apple TV, again, they're sort of incrementing on the Apple TV. They're being very clever with their strategy. It's not like a big explosion of new features. They're slowly incrementing and making it better and better and better. And that can only be a good thing, really. And of course, the watch. The watch is looking very solid as well. Again, surprised they didn't go completely down. I think on some of the other keynotes they've emphasised health a lot more. They seem to emphasise sort of workouts and physical activity rather than the health benefits this time.
Yep, I noticed that.
Yeah. So, but again, it's all solid stuff. Podcasts on the watch, fantastic. So background listening on the watch, fantastic.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. So all in all, although it's, of course, we all like to see new shiny stuff. I sort of half expected we'd see the iPad Pro this time round with the home button-free iPad Pro.
Right, the whole Face
ID thing. But that wasn't to be, it's a software developers conference, so you can't expect.
So maybe this fall.
Yeah, I'm sure we will see it this year. Yeah, definitely.
Well, we're about out of time, so we need to wrap up. Don, tell everyone where they can find you.
Sure, yeah. Well, the main website is ScreenCastsOnline.com. So if you just go along to Screencast Online, there is a 10-day free trial. So if anyone wants just to try the service out, they can sign up for the free trial with no credit card. And then if you want to carry on, you opt in or just forget it, and we won't pester you with any more information. But the free trial includes the apps, so you can try the Apple TV app, you can try the magazine. We have a monthly magazine as well. So all the tutorials for the previous month are in a magazine format on the iPad, along with various articles and hints and tips from some of my friends in the Mac community. So that's another good model for consuming the content. But yeah, ScreenCastsOnline.com. That's
awesome.
where you need to go.
Well, great. Okay. Well, Don, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for the opportunity. Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers. I'm Jeff Gamet for the Mac Observer. Thanks for watching.